gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Wayne Moore, aka Mortanius. Just a second. Gotta get back used to moving this Twitch box. I'm your host, Wayne Moore, aka Mortanius. We're back with some more last particularly upgrades, CMOS as well
Welcome aboard, Captain.
as witness destruction of the Aurora. Pick up how. No, we actually haven't built the radiation suit. We still need to do so. But we figure we run around here a little bit. See if we can find a couple of pieces of debris as well as a new path. Folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, and subscribe here on YouTube or both. Comment, check out some other playlists. Folks happen to be here, if you see us a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, let's get into this. So we have access to plastic to get stuff. It shall be useful. I need to go ahead and build these two. That's what I was over here for. So which is primarily in sand and in caves. You got here? I heard you.
New blueprint acquired.
Don't actually. More than likely, I created a nuclear reactor. I never did. Actually, never have. But I maybe use a bioreactor. Use a thermal reactor for later. But that's more of a later thing. You're just ferocious, aren't you? It ain't the kind of thing it will eat you. You don't need to go. Later. I'll get at least one of them. And that'll be the rebreather. It's more important than others. 3 meters down further, and I'll be having breathing problems. The compass ain't gonna help me. These batteries, man.
30 seconds.
That's weird. It's like something is wrong with the audio.
Oxygen.
Sounds fine. Weird. You know, I had thought about whether or not to keep this kind of stuff in the game, but I figured you folks would like to actually, see me move, see me harvest, see what I do, and have access to hear my thought processes. tube coral I've been coming across here lately. Sorry about that, folks. Had a bit of a cough. Getting thirsty. All this water and not a drop to drink. Oh. Let's just say it's growing through the soil. Not actually with it. You know it is. I actually need more food core. Oh, I missed it. Cool. I understand. I have a message. Thank you. I'll check it momentarily.
30 seconds.
I think I know exactly what it is. I think I may have harvested all the sandstone. Maybe not. There's limestone. Which I need that too. The audio is kind of weird right now. I don't really hear myself get in the water like I should. I almost kind of want to restart Subnautica. Just in case something weird happens since I've got it on my phone. There's wires. I have no use for wires. I wonder what happens if I was to eat them. Or have I already been eating them all along? You never have too much titanium. It's about time to make another battery. More salt would be nice. Remember, game, I told you, making purified water.
Seek fluid intake.
Classic. Can't pick it up anyway.
30 seconds.
It's been time to go, so. A little bit extra. Home. Right. Not trying to kill a gas supply. No, they're defensive, but they don't outright attack. This power up. Yeah, and you want to be careful doing what it is I just did, because you can smack yourself with your own vehicle. There you go.
Aurora, we're approaching the planet now. We have a landing site for you that's... well, it's better than the alternatives. We've sent you the coordinates. It'll take us a couple of days to align our orbit. Should be able to establish direct contact with you during that time. Then we're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers for the weather. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
Understood, Sunbeam. So, that's the actual clock I have to I had picked up more than one piece of copper. Right, magnetite. Don't need that. That right now. Alright. Got my compass. Yep. Facing west. More west than southwest, but west, southwest. Fiber mesh. Oh, I only needed one. Yeah, cool. Alright.
Seek fluid intake immediately.
Got my rebreather. Yeah, right. We did make the radiation suit. Thought I was tripping. Gonna need another one of you. Considering, oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, considering how far I am into the game, there's a couple of things I should have by now, but no. That moment is now, here.
Vital signs stabilizing.
You know, I'm not gonna need most of that. Not right now. I won't even really need that. Take it. Yeah, I'll leave that. One thing I do need though. Now, eventually, if you don't over-harvest an area, the plants and whatnot will grow big, if memory serves. The fish will populate for a fact, I do know that, but that requires there to be multiple fish of the same type. If you get the particular resources, you can actually aid somewhat in that repopulation. Should be about time for you to tell me the worst thing you can tell me. Okay. Running around with all of this in the water, there's no way there ain't more going on.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Almost killed that peeper. There we go. Heading out into open waters. Things might get a bit iffy. I still remember the days of utter pop-in on the original Xbox One particularly. Never played this on PC, but on the original Xbox One, I remember the days of Pop-It where you be moving through an area like this and it'll end up halfway through one of these solid rocks, bouncing into everything, but somehow, some way, your sea moth would not be destroyed. It would take a nice chunk of damage sometimes, but it would remain intact. Another one of these squirrel moments, folks. I forgot that you actually see these things sort of feeding or whatever they're doing. Walking, obviously, but like the way they detach, it's almost like they snatch. Yeah, it's almost like they're less jumping and more like they snatch something. This is not the cave I'm looking for. It's alright. Okay, got turned around. I always love if games do it right where they let me sort of access my inner bird slash fish. Um, we're here. Very much want to be careful around here. And that sound is the reason why. For those of you who haven't played it, I'm not going to spoil what it is.
Energy signature in the region. Cannot identify it.
But what I will say is this. That scream you hear radiates a full kilometer in all directions. And it is based on sonar. So yes, even though I'm sitting right here, I am quite visible. Oh, would you look at that? You know you want to show yourself to me. And we have solid ground, folks. Nothing like it. It actually looks real good on the Series X compared to what it used to. Gotta be careful. There's effectively the planet's garbage men roaming around. Elbow trees. There it is, right there. Cave crawler. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Agile, territorial carrion feeder, well adapted to both land and sea. Gas exchange membrane absorbs essential gases from the air or water for basic bodily regulation, and its mandibles. This species seeks out corpses and packs before defending its claim while the corpse is devoured. Necessary waste recycler. Avoid or incapacitate. Interesting. Needless to say, I tend not to want to kill these things. Excuse me. Bulbo tree. Bulb-based flora that will not allow itself to be read because of local garbage folk. Cool. Bulb-based flora which roots to the ground and sprouts turquoise leaves. Analysis suggests the sap produced by this plant is poisonous to insects, but can be harvested and consumed by humans for its high water content. Edible high water content. And they mean this too. Hence my desire to not bring any food or water, really. Pretty big seeds, but, you know, I'll be alright. Good time to save. It has been a bit. An alien world at night with alien crap all over the place. Alien plants and garbage creatures that have no desire to let you just be. I can dig it. Okay. Excuse me. There you are. Purple tablet fragment. This carbon-based device is lighter than it looks. Features a symbol which resembles a U lit up in purple. Excuse me. Despite the onboard power still functioning, algae growth on the exterior indicates it was abandoned hundreds and perhaps thousands of years ago. While the technology is far beyond Federation levels, and there is no obvious way to interface with it, it should nonetheless be possible to fabricate a precise physical copy of the device if necessary. Well, look at that. And a slot for it. Force field control device or terminal. This device matches no known technologies and is likely alien in nature. Power is being routed via the terminal to the nearby force field. This technology is far beyond anything encountered before by the Federation. Nonetheless, there's a good chance it functions like a regular lock and only requires the correct kind of key. Indeed. But I don't have a key. See? I don't have a key. You know, unless there's a key nearby. Hey. Yep. They are extremely hard to scan. If I had a propulsion cannon, it'd be different. I could just grab it, but I'd rather not do that. Again, could make the flashlight, but why make the flashlight when the Sea Glide works just as well? Classic. Well, maybe not just as well. Oh, look at that. A key. Pretty big key. Yeah, let me just stuff that into my pocket of wonders. "25 minutes. Come on, Skyray. You're gonna be a bunch of assholes. Fine then, I didn't really want to scan you anyway.
Scans indicate this structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis.
Is it all aesthetic? Or does it matter? Or is it both? Or is it neither? Is it just here in this way because they had nothing better to do? Or was there a method to their madness? always hard to say when you're dealing with a mind you don't actually have a connection with. There's obviously some universals, but beyond that, hard to say.
Unknown language. Attempting translation.
That's right, girl. Attempt that translation. Alien data terminal. Discovered inside an alien facility. It was not possible to translate any useful information. However, scans have returned some information on the device itself. It is likely a solid-state computer, although there is no clear way to interface with it. On approach, it began producing a low-frequency radio wave containing complex but recognizable data patterns. It is likely the alien species which designed this technology evolved or genetically selected sensory apparatus to hear and understand the information being broadcast by the device, and to communicate back. The mental processing power required to perform this kind of telepathy would imply the designers were considerably more physiologically developed than the common human. Further research is required. Oh, yeah, that would more than likely have to be the case. And that's, even without prior knowledge, that would more than likely have to be the case. They'd have to have some sort of
Interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
You always interrupt people when someone's talking. I lost my train of thought. Yeah. They would have to be some form of more advanced, if for nothing else, than to be able to do all of this. If you follow the rules of the universe or whatever, only existing for about 13 plus billion years, but you see a species far more advanced than you and what you are, well, there's obviously a learning curve here. And if there's a learning curve, then there's a potential curve as well. This green mineral, ion cube substance, has no entry on the periodic table, and an unprecedented ability to store huge amounts of ionic energy within it. Likely grown artificially, cubic appearance suggests it has been cut from a larger deposit. Each cube contains the equivalent ionic energy of 5 kilotons of TNT. Under the right conditions, the energy can be released in a controlled manner and likely uses batteries, but will require a substantial power source to be recharged. Valuable energy source. Indeed. Excuse me. Well,
Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
woman, it's like it's reflex for you to interrupt me when I'm about to say something. This all seems to be quite interesting. Knowing what I know and actually coming back here, this actually adds other questions. Some I will get into, some I won't in terms of this game. What I will say is this, just based on what this facility is and what it has, you're going to begin to wonder what other pies these folks had their fingers in.
Unknown language.
Always
Attempting
forget this
translation.
is over here. Enforcement platform schematic. This data set appears to be multi-dimensional schematic of some kind. By mapping the pattern to three-dimensional space, it is possible to gather a basic understanding of this facility's internal working. Excuse me. Construction material. This facility's unknown construction material is identified as an ultra-hard, non-reactive metal amalgam synthesized from off-world materials. There is no indication that it can be damaged or destroyed by available means. Power source. The schematic indicates the facility was to be powered by a separate self-sustaining power plant located elsewhere on the planet. The location is not listed, but there is evidence the design is intended to harness the planet's natural thermal energy. It's not surprising. Geothermal energy can give you quite a bit. It's something I see us using at some point. It quite will be quite useful, and we already kind of do in small pockets. It's just I want to say tapping into geothermal energy has the chance of backfiring because you can cause that energy to fluctuate in places where it really shouldn't. Hmm. We'll have to see. Sorry about that, folks. Had a slight mic disconnection. Layout. The facility consists of the upper engineering section where the schematic was found and the control room, which is accessed via a security sealed elevator shaft or a separate underwater moon pool. And those last two things is what I was thinking about that I forgot was around here was the security sealed elevator shaft and the underwater moon pool. Otherwise, I would have just parked my Seamoth. Control. The control room in the lower section houses the only known way to interface with the facility. However, this schematic does not detail the operation procedure or installed security measures. Of course it don't. You got the schematic way up here. Why would I tell you how the inner workings of the facility actually work when you're way up here? I ain't telling you nothing. The fact that I told you that this is the enforcement platform is more than enough. Enjoy. Now, I didn't need to bother with this just because I had already used the first key. So it basically unlocked the whole place for me. Got ourselves the moon pool.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And then we've just got to drop. Where were you? More alien tech. Seamoth is up here naturally. Actually, let me go ahead and excuse me. Let me go ahead and get the Seamoth. Squirrel. And I don't even have OCD. A game like this will get you bad. Okay. I need to stop. Oh, wow. I didn't expect to see this for a bit. And yes, folks, we do get a sub. Didn't want to say until we started. But we've officially started. So there that is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Sorry about that, folks. Hit a sneeze. Alright. There you Too bad it doesn't come with storage on its own. You actually have to add storage. I would. But I need the ability to do so first. Hold up. Get rid of all of those obstructions. Yes. And so it begins. alien rifle. Strange resemblance to human weaponry and form, this device must have been designed with the humanoid user in mind. Whether the aliens built this structure were themselves, who built the structure were themselves humanoid or otherwise employed the use of humanoids is unclear. What is clear is that they considered defending this facility a necessary precaution. There is no obvious way to remove the rifle from the case. For all you know, that's a fancy broom. But it definitely looks like a gun. You know. I doubt it, but you have to wonder if any of that matters. Same time, it exists within the walls, and it's all along the same elevation at points. So many cubes. So little space. Pretty much a full inventory, but that's not gonna last long at all around here. Trust and believe. Yes. I wondered what floor you were on. Alien device. Doomsday device. Scans indicate this device contains enough potential energy to destroy the entire planet along with most of the solar system. Fortunately, it has malfunctioned. See, when I hear stuff like that, I hear, well, you're effectively just waiting to go boom. Malfunctioned. I highly doubt it malfunctioned. It's probably still counting down to whatever time frame is necessary. And honestly, again, considering what has been seen so far and knowing what I know, I could very easily see this thing constantly counting down. An extremely long clock. An extremely long clock.
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
It's too bad there never was a crouch mechanic introduced in these games. It's not really needed, but it would have been interesting. Energy core. This device houses energy equivalent to a 100 megaton nuclear detonation, which can be channeled through the facility and directed at vessels overhead or bent around the planet's gravitational pull to strike targets in orbit. Power is routed via the attached terminal, allowing for the device to be deactivated if necessary. It is currently operating without parameters, suggesting it will target any ship within range. And now we know what happened to us. Now we also know what will happen to the sunbeam if we don't do something.
The control panel is broadcasting a message. Translation reads, "Warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine."
Oh. So it snuck up on me, did it? Okay.
Translating background broadcast. Downloading summary to databank.
Alien facility locations. Intercepted background data regarding further alien facilities elsewhere on the planet. Disease research facility, 800 meters deep. Cave system with extensive fossil record southwest of enforcement platform. live specimen study is its function, and its objective is synthesis of antidote for highly infectious bacterium designated CARA. For you folks who might not be aware, this game is made by the same folks who made uh, what was the name of the game? What was the name of the game? It's kind of a MOBA, but in the excuse me, in the same universe as that game, the disease is known as CARA. Let me see something. I actually got to do a little bit of digging. Natural selection. There it is. The natural selection universe. I want to say this is the same universe. Now, at that point in those games, which I haven't played, humans are fighting creatures, which means this virus gets off of this planet and spreads. We have screwed up so very much, but this is going to be interesting. Thermal power facility, 1,200 meters, located inside an extensive natural rock formation in an area of intense volcanic activity. Generates energy for all local facilities. Well, now we know where everywhere is getting power from. Sanctuaries A and B data is corrupted. Off-site laboratory and primary containment facilities data is corrupted. In the event of an outbreak, quarantine procedures will be automatically enforced with immediate effect. The quarantine enforcement platform will target all incoming and outgoing craft to prevent the spread of the infection off-world. So, do y'all think we have enough time, about 7 minutes, to get down about 1,200 meters and stop a ship from being blown up while getting back up here and then shutting this thing back down before it's too late?
Scan complete. Bacterial infection in your system is progressing. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
Yeah, me neither. So infected are we? Like I said, it snuck up on me. It's not surprising, but there it is. So what to do at this immediate juncture? I'd rather not go too far. But I'd rather not do nothing, most definitely. Even if it was just me. Sorry about that, folks. Had another sneeze. Even if it was just me playing, I wouldn't just want to do nothing. The structure's intended purpose is unclear. Theories on functions, ceremonial or religious role, industrial applications, or advanced transportation network. Further research is required for the alien arch, rather. Another one of those that we saw underwater, outside that moon pool. You're gonna have to be particularly careful with where I roam around out here. Don't exactly have much time to do so either. So sorry, folks. Had a sneeze, pretty big one. Yeah. Wonder if it's gonna be daylight or nighttime at this point. Have been in here for a little bit. Jesus. I forgot, I should have just took the moon pool. I would have been out faster. Man, nothing like a bit of exercise. I don't know, the sun's rising. Cool.
Seek fluid intake.
Sure. Just a second, Central. No.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Aren't they though? You know, as crazy as it is, even though it was on the Xbox One, it still looked very good. You have no idea how many times I played this game. Got constantly frustrated with the graphical issues and the pop-in and the glitches. Said I would never touch it again, and lo and behold, that's how you know you've got a good game. Because it burns you time and time again, and you just can't quit it. It's like a drug or a crazy woman. I gotta be careful with this. Clock is a ticking. Oh, but this is perfect. If I can stop getting attacked by these scavengers. Sons of bitches are everywhere, and they're just following me now. It's not like they hit hard, but you know, you chop that tree down. Huh. We're here, huh? Not yet. It's actually time for me to head back up to the surface. I could have swore I just saw shale. Maybe not. That haircut is a trip. Look at that. That is a travesty. You should be ashamed of waking up like that. And I can throw you some bed hair. You should be ashamed of waking up like that. Running around like that. You may be wondering what's the point in me coming here. I wonder if I can keep this as a reference point. If not, I'll have to leave my sea moth and come back. But it's very simple. We're going to let the enforcement platform do what it does. Its job. Because that's all we can do. Uh-huh.
Survivor, we see you. Man, I don't know how you held out down there. We broke an atmosphere, and we're descending towards the landing site. Is that a building down there? What do you mean you can't identify it? Hold on. No turning back now. Positions, everyone. Touching down in 10, 9, 8. It's coming from the building? Change course. Set thrusters to full.
Hey, you saw what happened to them. I don't think the Aurora took the full shot. I think we took pieces. I think we got skirted. They took it straight to the gut. So yeah, we got the Sunbeam killed. At least you folks made it a point to leave a beacon and let people know that there was a problem out here. And at least you folks were willing to come and try and solve it. Respect on you. Alright, that's enough of that sentimental stuff. Back at it. Are you done shooting people? You getting back into position? Boy, if it don't readjust itself fast. Don't need to worry about its equivalent of rust or whatever or anything. And in truth, it's hard to say how long that platform has existed. Even knowing what I know, I don't know how long it's actually been there. I don't know if it was always used for quarantine. I do want to go in there, yes, but you know, I kind of need to search these caves first there. There we go, here we go. Now we're in the section of cave I'm looking for. Lithium. Yes, sir. Good Lord. Finally. Skyray. I've got you. Pink cats and okay. Speckled rattler. Couldn't remember the name of those ones. Lithium will be extremely useful. It's one of the ways we make, well, it's the only way to make plasteel ingots, but it's one of the things we'll need for extremely advanced fabrication. It's funny, you think that you want to scan the light sources. Makes sense, but hey. Yep. Another purple tablet. I want them all. Good. I need that too. Now, gonna have to take a slight detour. Yep. Yeah, see, here's the section that has all, well, unless they changed it. Here's the section that tends to have all the, all the lithium and shale. Oh no, it looks like they may have outright removed it. Okay, I'm like, it looks like they may have outright removed shale from the game. Yeah.
Remember that materials you gather are the property of the All-Terra Corporation.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Yeah, they hit you like that. You want to live? That's cool. Pay me my money. You know, why don't you take 2/3 of the stuff I built and leave me alone? How about that? Especially since I don't plan on going back to get any of that anyway. You obviously want it, right? Right. And yes, we did get a diamond for the first time. And funnily enough, every time you pick up your first diamond, that's what the game does. Say, oh, you're aiming high. Well, make sure you kick some in my direction. The person who saved you. The only reason you had any opportunity to do that in the first place. I know you like my scan tools, rebreathers, and sea glides, don't you? Yeah. Saying I like money. Win-win. Oh, Miss Bubble. I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen. And this one area always does it. It literally always does it because it's just full of so much crap, and you want it all. Oh, those are rotten. I shouldn't have ate those. Yeah, food and whatnot goes bad quickly in this game. It's one of the reasons why unless you are like picking from your immediate source, you really want to cure your food, or you want to sort of eat it immediately after you cook it. You don't plan on putting it in your fridge or something. So bad as I said slight detour, and this ain't even a detour. Oh, Jesus. Let me leave the rest of this stuff be, because I actually gotta get to that detour. Okay, follow the cables. There we go. And now we have our question answered, folks. The portals. Let's see how long this takes. It used to take almost like a month on the original Xbox One. Well, holy shit. I should honestly be in that thing for like another 30 seconds. Okay. I'm really digging this upgrade. Now, that number is quite accurate. 2,503 meters. Where is my pod? No, it's not as far. That works out. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I picked up too many resources. This detour is important, but man, I'm gonna have to let some things go. That's just all there is to it. The sun's up good. It's gonna make things easier. And yep, we are on a whole other island, folks. Whole other island. With Jaffa cups.
Energy signatures on the island's surface.
Voxel shrubs. Ming plants. Whole other island. Now, if memory serves, the Ming plant is only aesthetics. There are quite a few aesthetic-based plants like these ones and the cups. I'm trying to remember what other ones there are that are just aesthetic-based. There are some that are edible, some that you can turn into other things, but everything is plantable. Alright, so do I have the space for this? Nope. And so it begins. When I first played this, those became the main plant that I harvested throughout the entire game because of how effective they were. There are other plants that I had gotten that was quite effective as well, but I had never actually thought about those until later. At least not to the same degree. Yep. And as the sun goes down, these will spike up their fluorescence a little bit. Not a great deal, but you know. Alright, now. Where are you specifically? Okay. Okay. So if that's the case, then that should be the drop, which leads right back down here, which should lead to the water to my left. Yeah, if I was to cut straight through the stone. Yep, perfect. Got a couple of garbage people around, which is exactly what I'm looking for. When you don't see the crawlers, you've gone too far or not far enough. Yeah. Sun would have to go down right now. Okay. This ain't Skyrim. I have to remind myself of that. Where are you? I should have found you by now. Even in the dark. This'll help. There's the Aurora. Oh. That's funny. They actually have the sound of like sliding rocks. Let me make sure I don't slide with them rocks. I ended up too far out. That's what the problem was. That's fine. Still solve a problem. Oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. Lantern fruits. Pretty big. A conglomeration of individual vines which rely on one another for structural support. Sounds like a crawler's near me. Grows exclusively on fertile land. Each vine produces orange, lantern-shaped fruits with minimal nutritional and hydration valuable. Hydration. Sorry about that. Hydration value. Edible in an emergency. Yeah, you don't really get a great deal from these. They're tough, I guess, but beyond that, you don't really get a great deal. But hey, it's food. Thing that's really important, though, isn't the trees. It's everything else. Okay, at some point, I'm going to have to start killing these crawlers because they're getting on my nerves. Stasis rifle. Dark as hell. Wall planter. Do that from the inside. Have it make more sense. Bulkhead. Kind of wish there was an upgrade for the scanner speed. Would be useful. Wall planter. Those bulkheads can be used if, say, you're underwater. You can set up 2 bulkheads, say one here, and create a whole pressurized area that still has oxygen that might actually protect the rest of your base depending on how bad the situation is. Ah, battery. Nice. And here we go.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds with 40 tons of stormwater? Or how to conjure steam from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boys like today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what it tastes like. Let's go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Bard, Torgo has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again. And when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Yeah, well, they're both not entirely wrong. And then the little dude, what was that? You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk? What kind of logic is that? Okay, I guess you never got hit and lost before, boy. You lose sometimes. That doesn't mean you don't, 10, 15, 35 years of experience didn't happen. If you really want to be a child about it, go
5
for it.
weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Benghazi wreck,
Blueprint
set
acquired.
Bart to finding us a stable source of food. His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse. If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
True. That's pretty cool. When you scan the multi-purpose room back in the day, they didn't used to have the big room or the glass and all of that for the choices. So it's pretty cool that they did go ahead and retroactively add a few of those things to this game. It makes sense that they would, but it's cool that they actually decided to. And like I said, that Maida character, she's good at what she does, but at the end of the day, while dude needs to make sure not to get cocky, just because he has experience, he kind of, she kind of needs to ease up. If she's the let's swing at everything at range type.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
Blueprint acquired.
I don't think he actually meant people literally, Meta. I think he just meant sentient life forms. Chinese potato plants and marble melons. Now these marble melons is where it's at. Let me see now. The lantern fruit, if memory serves, gives you more food than water. No, more water than food. Whereas the Chinese potatoes give you more food than water. But the marble melons and the bubble trees give you the largest infusion of food and water you can get. But in truth, I've had enough of it. Just go to hell and die. Somebody will scavenge what's left of you. It'll work out. Yeah, more food than water. Yeah, my health is... Whereas these will give you more water than food. Nope. More good food and water. And that's the one you want. It'll give you the greatest abundance of anything. Is the marble melon. But here's the thing. Any plant that you get, it doesn't matter if it's rotten or whatever, you can still plant it. But what you want to do with certain ones like this, turn them into seed form. That way you can hold multiples and they don't take up as much space. And now, I'll just take that one. Since we've got our grow beds, now we can grow them. We just need territory to do so. In which we can do that kind of anywhere, if we so choose. Go ahead and save, it's been a little bit. And then we have those. Observation posts. There we go.
Signal location uploaded to PDA. Integrating new
Oh, okay.
You brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets. That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Easy to judge a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
I'll grant her that. You don't just take random paths, and I get why he would have. You know, he's what was it that they said he was a mining consortium or something? So I mean, it's not surprising he'd want to do that, but like, dude, you do need to have a little bit more sense than that. Now, if they came to this planet, then they probably got shot down too, considering how old that weapon is and how old that tablet was that we found that was broken, that was fragmented. So, as she said, a mostly dead crew. So there that is. Okay, so yeah, this is the way forward. Gotta remind myself of the paths to get up here. Okay. We really like a crouch button. Of course, there's another in the distance. Let me see now. Could have swear there was a third. Where is it? Or is that at a lower elevation? Yeah, okay. That was the third that we already found. observatory. Extremely structurally fragile. Not bad though.
New blueprint acquired.
Composite plant pot. So that was a small one in case we need it. Yeah, I'll just eat this. Since I've got seeds.
This island is a godsend. Look out of the window. No predators. Fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
They're both not entirely wrong. I mean, like she said, water's coming. Sooner or later, you're gonna get your feet wet. He is a little too passive, but she's a little too active. There needs to be a middle road. I'd say it's the son, but he's too passive as it is. Or he's too emotionally passive, I guess.
New blueprint acquired.
He doesn't stabilize them like it would be necessary for a third party. Or a third individual, rather. He's not so far.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there. Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Only reinforces my point. A little bit too gung-ho, and I guess the devs didn't want us to see that boundary line like that. Oh, that is gold. Right, and now we're at the back of the Aurora versus at the, what is the port side of the Aurora? Past the port side, north port side. What would that be, 4 instead of aft? Well, we found quite a few things and stuff around here, didn't we? So what did you find that was so deep that caused you three to get separated? What do I have to say? Real careful around here. Now check this out. Remember those floaters I talked about earlier? This is what they become if they get enough time. Ancient floaters. Biodata suggests that these vast floaters have matured in an ingenious symbiosis with the land they have attached to. The attached landmass is raised in the water, increasing sunlight and encouraging plant growth. As older plants decay, organic residue and nutrients seep into the rock and are consumed by the floater. These circumstances must have held for thousands of years for a floater to reach this size. Life cycle. Immature floaters are born near the surface from where they sink to the seabed, attaching to any stable surface they find on the way, hence those small floating rocks. Those individuals fortunate enough to attach to a digestible nutrient source will grow in size, thus increasing their buoyancy and drawing whatever they are attached to closer to the surface. In extreme circumstances, a number of floaters may be attached to any Leviathan-class life form, forcing it to the surface and effectively sorry about that, asphyxiating it. The body will be consumed over a number of months until eventually dissolving, leaving the floaters free to attach to a new host. These creatures, which successfully raise a land mass to the surface, are rewarded with a burgeoning permanent food supply, allowing them finally to reproduce and begin the cycle again. Assessment, incredible. Yeah, exactly. Entire land mass is raised up by these things. Is that table coral? It's actually not a bad choice, especially now. Oh, okay. He was auto-collecting those.
Oxygen.
Understood. Didn't think I'd find this yet. I forgot it's actually here regardless.
We have to board the Aurora, repair the long-range comms, make contact with the other survivors. We can't be the only two that made it.
Those are not the orders the captain gave me, and they are not the orders I'm giving you.
This isn't chain of command, it's survival.
My obligations as acting commander don't turn on their convenience. Get out of the water.
If I get into trouble, I'll send you my coordinates.
I can't let you go alone.
Then come with me.
You don't leave me much choice.
Received emergency transmission from Second Officer Key 2 hours after last activity.
Rendezvous was a failure. Intercepted a transmission from Altera HQ. Seems they sent a data package to the Aurora. We were intercepted by a Leviathan-class predator before we could reach the ship. Consider the CTO and I lost at sea. Be safe. Keen. Out.
Well, you know what happened to the CTO. Well, then come with me. Jesus Christ. Slow down. I get it. Trust me, I'm stuck on this planet too. Slow down. Stop just diving extremely deep and going to crazy places. Crawl before you walk. So bad as I want to say, oh no, because initially I thought you did have to get a message to find that, but no, you actually didn't. Huh. Never actually caught the reflection of the planet on the water. You have to wonder what's going on over there. Time to hit up that old dusty trail. In the end, this is that one drop. Oh boy. Might be a couple things to scan down here. More table coral. I hear you, honey. Tree leech. Right. At some point I'm going to have to sit down and go through pretty much all of the lore that we found for this game. Be careful not to go too deep. Furled papyrus. Forgot about that one. Where are you? Alright, time to head back out. don't know where it's at. It's not immediately needed. It's just something I kind of wanted. And in truth, I don't actually need it. Well, I do, but not that one, rather. Let me put it that way. Ooh, hope I didn't get myself stuck down there. I may well have. Okay. Alright. Let me get out of this cave. Where is the entrance? Oh no, there it is. Alright. Back to base it is. Mm. Hmm. 4%, huh? That's cool. Came across a battery while I was in there, so. Or while I was in the Ghazi habitat. Okay. I'm gonna stay away from you. Yeah, they'll come after us now that we're infected. Huh. Did they remove it? Nope. No, they did not. One of the most valuable and important things in the game. I dropped half my lithium for this thing. It's eyeballing something, and it's hunting something, and it ain't gonna be me. Ooh, and the sun's going down. I hear you, Warper. But you and I have nothing to say to each other.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright. As I said, we've found another one of these archways. Wonder if I can kind of just barely. Cool. Alright, time to head back home. Some time into it. Don't know how long it takes for what is that? Seaweed? Don't know how long it takes for that stuff to overgrow, but enzyme keeper, like the one we scanned earlier. Is that silver? There's nothing I can do about it, but yeah. Special equipment is required to collect this resource. Oh. Oh, okay. For a second, I thought that was another Cyclops fragment. Oh, times 2. Nope. There we go. There we go. Oh, damn. I keep trying to get out and they keep pulling me back in.
Blueprint acquired.
Mobile vehicle bay. Could use the titanium, but I'm fine. It's about time I start making beacons. But it's actually kind of past time. I rarely use beacons, so I don't overly need them. Is this? No, it's not. Crap. I do not have the inventory for this. It's gonna happen. Or have I already been in here? Oh, I have not. I don't have a laser cutter. Well, I actually think I have been in here. Just don't have a laser cutter. Cutting that door would be pointless. That's too bad. Yeah, he's they're sort of offensive and defensive, but he's primarily after me because I have my sea glide, a metal object in my hand. You have funny little mechanics like that in games like this that you kind of want to be careful of. Yeah, that would be a waste of resources. Unless I have been in here before. I believe that was where I found, yeah, the trash can and the grab trap. Alright. This power cell has got a nice lifespan on it. Didn't expect that considering how fast the batteries burn. tablets like the warper. Yeah, see, now I can make purple tablets, but it requires ion cubes and diamonds. And that's pretty much what I was down in a cave a bit ago looking for, was the other ion cube. Not necessary, but you will need ion cubes naturally. Now, the problem with everything I just did is I have no way to do anything about any of it. And what I mean by that is, I need a place to set things. I need a place to build. I don't have that. That's all I can do for now. Is everything I've been doing till I come across a specific blueprint. Oh, but once I do that, it's open season. Nope. Now, were you all full? Yes. I think I just filled you. I think you were already full. You've actually got some space to you. And you. Alright. That's not what I meant to do. Hmm. Wait a minute. Keen's last location? 300. Oh, okay. 300 meters deep. There's nothing I can really do about that. I mean, I can, but it'll be a bunch of back and forth. Okay. One more silicone rubber, one lithium.
Seek fluid intake.
Oh, crap. Oh!
What are you?
I always forget that. I saw that up, saw something fading in on my screen, and then I was like, well, wait a minute, what is this? Yeah, I need a modification station. And in order to do that, I need to be able to build a place. Don't I? Yeah. I need a base. All right.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Oh. The hell? Okay. 250 meters deep. Proposed to Gazi habitat. I know where that's at. That's actually an area I've been wanting to get to. Near the Red Sands area by the by Life Pod 17.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
As a matter of fact, it's in that cave where Life Pod 17 is. Problem. Well, no, actually, I should be fine to an extent. It's not gonna be perfect, but I can actually use my rebreather. Let's see, the Gazi habitat is basically straight down almost. But these caves are some of the best ways to get to it. Yep. 17 caves should be right here. Thing is, I can't go too far. I'm kind of going to be cheating down here. Yep, kind of going to be cheating down here. I wanted to scan you, little buddy. I know precisely what you were. You gotta be real careful down here. These jelly shrooms are the reason why. Because they house little buddies. And these little buddies love to do things and stuff. Like tear your face off. I'll take you because I need food before too long. Need you. Kind of need gold, but not really. Wait. Kind of need y'all to like cook yourselves so I can eat you. Too late. More baby tape. Yep. Understood.
Oxygen.
Warning. Maximum depth reached.
Yep.
Hull damage imminent.
Yep. I said I'm gonna be cheating. I meant it. And that's what the jelly shrooms hide. Ooh, could really use a higher ceiling in here. So they're gonna do me like this, huh? So be it. New message. It may actually take me somewhere I need to go for this. Let me get you out of question. Whoa. I'm like, that's a little too freaky to be happening.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Huh? Fine. You're gonna come right up to me. You're gonna be a problem. No. My sea moth is right where it needs to be. Degassi, here I come. Yeah. And now I have me an egg. Oh, okay, I can do this. Hold up. Ooh, I don't know if I want to do that. Never mind. What's so bad is where I'm going. There's a kind of path that'll help me, which will kind of make this kind of unnecessary. It'll make sense when I show you here in a minute. Might not be able to listen to all of these. I may just have to grab them.
Integrating new PD.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes the hierarchy.
Integrating
I
new
pay
PDA
Maida a
data.
fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decision?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What the hell was that?
Doesn't.
For enough money, she will. People always do.
And to an extent, she's proven herself to be a mercenary who ain't willing to let the money go.
30
I know
seconds.
for me it's time to go though. Right.
Oxygen.
Kind of gonna have to suck up this radiation for the moment. I'm too close to the aurora. And there we go. Radiation problem solved. Where specifically am I? That's what I would like to kind of do. Oh, lithium. Is set myself here.
30 seconds.
Matter of fact. That is weird.
Oxygen.
Well, I'll tackle it next episode, folks. It's gonna be the end of episode 4 of Subnautica. Actually, it's episode. Actually, I think this is episode 4, 3 or 4. But if you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. drop a comment. Nope, it was episode 3. Check out some of my other playlists and wherever you folks happen to be. Have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you.